just spinning. Going to pick up this trolling motor I found on Marketplace. You got 37 minutes. It's only 75 bucks for this 55-pound trolling motor. Alright, I just got back from Home Depot. And I think I got all the supplies I need to make a boat. Just 3 sheets of insulation. I was gonna get the pink stuff, but this stuff was like half the price. Instead of 60 bucks a sheet, it's 35. And I just figured this would work just as good. I don't know, hopefully it works the same. But I got 3 sheets of 2-inch foam insulation, and then 1 sheet of plywood, 1 2x4, and some cans of expanding foam. I'm basing it off of this circular boat I saw. Well, I saw 2 kinds. There's one that I saw on like Facebook, and it's an inflatable little round boat with a motor in the middle, and it looked like a fun little, you know, bumper boat, like go-kart on the water. And then like also they have these like plastic circular fishing boats, and I'm basing the hull kind of off of that. They have angular, like a nose kind of, so I'm gonna base it off of that and just hope for the best. I don't even know if this is gonna be enough to keep the weight afloat, but you got to start somewhere. So let's get cutting on this foam. I'm gonna try to use a jigsaw to cut this out. I've never done that, but I think it should work fine. Well, that worked pretty good. Now I just gotta do it 7 more times? Or 5 more times? Yeah, let's just do it 5 more times. Alright, here's the trolling motor I picked up. It's a Newport Kayak Series 55-pound thrust. It's like brand new basically. So now I'm gonna measure how big this is, and then I have to cut a hole in the middle of all these so that this can slide down through the middle. I feel like it'll be easier if I just cut each one individually instead of having to cut through the whole stack once they're glued together. Now I just gotta glue them together with some of that expanding foam. Motor down in between the legs. Just small, but I think it's big enough. It's gonna be good for kids. Now I just gotta cut the hole out the middle. All right, day 2. Then I'm gonna start today with like forming the hull some more, cutting the bevels in the side. I painted the wood with the marine coating. It's still a little wet. It's taking forever to dry, but so while that dries, I'm gonna work on shaping the hull. I think that's actually looking pretty good. I might try to do a little bit more of an angle. Alright, I marked out kind of like a nose. It's not bad. My original plan was to cover it in fiberglass because I have some left over from my last project, but I want to test it before I fiberglass it to make sure it's got enough buoyancy, or maybe there's too much and I'd have to take some foam off. So I think I'm just going to cover it in duct tape and see how that works and do my testing with just duct tape on it, because I don't want to like get foam all in the water and stuff. So I think the duct tape will kind of lock everything in and keep it all protected. I only got one roll though, so probably gonna have to go get some more. That turned out pretty good, I think. Only took 2 rolls of duct tape. Definitely well protected. I think the nose came out pretty good. Just eyeballing it. Well, eyeballing everything. Alright, guess it's time to attach the plywood to the foam. Just gonna use more of the expanding foam and glue it on. I might put some screws through it just to make sure it stays on there and doesn't wiggle around, but I think the foam will be good enough to just hold it on there. Alright, I made the motor mount. The shaft isn't long enough. Gonna have to just put a 2x4 directly onto this with no bottom plate. It'll give me 2 more inches, well, 1.5 inches, which I don't know if that's even gonna be enough. Alright, so I made just a single 2x4 and it fits now without hitting, but the blade, when it spins, will probably, well, it will hit. So it's very close. But I think I'm just gonna kind of cut a little bit of a angle underneath, like so that the blade doesn't hit around the edges. It's a shame to cut this beautiful tape job, but this must be done. Alright, one more try. Let's see if I chopped off enough. Oh yeah, that's looking much better. So you just can't go all the way around. You can go 180. Alright, got it all patched up. Okay, here's the new motor mount. I'm just gonna glue it and then screw it down with these pocket holes. Alright, I think there's nothing left to do but go test it out and see if it floats. I'm a little worried it's going to be too buoyant. It's going to be like a bobber, like really tippy. But, I mean, gotta just test it out and see what happens, so let's head to the lake. Perfect.
Be the one to test it. I think you might want to take your shirt off and your hat. I'm gonna stand up to watch this. Want me to tape it steady?
You can hold it on that side, so it doesn't slip off. Thank you.
So you're making sure that means stay strapped down. And there we go.
I can't. I'm just going in circles. It's too close to me. I can't turn it. All right, so the boat did pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a little bit too buoyant. I could probably take like the bottom sheet of insulation off and it'd be good. The bigger problem was the trolling motor was too close to my body and I couldn't turn it. So I think I'm just gonna cut this hole a few inches bigger and move the mount further up. That will also help the weight distribution. The more weight will be on the front so that when I get on it doesn't tip back so much. I just gotta make sure I remember to leave enough space for the battery in the front. So I gotta do some more cutting and some more taping. I got this EVA foam boat flooring. It's just like stick-on foam. I thought it would be nice to put it on the deck. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. It's a little bit cockeyed because I was just eyeballing it, so it doesn't quite line up perfectly, but it's okay. I did the little trap door. It's not a perfect fit anymore because I had to cut out more, but it's fine. That'll just be where the shaft goes, and then this can just be a cover so that the water, there's not a big old hole to the water. Cut out a little chunk of the foam for the motor mount. I'm just gonna glue it and screw it down. It was kind of hard to keep the boat going straight, so I think I'm gonna add some like keels or skegs or whatever they call them. I saw them on the bottom of the boat, the plastic boat I was looking at, and it's just like little ridges that run along here to help the boat go straight, I'm assuming. So I think I'm just gonna rip some pieces of like 2x4 into, you know, triangles and then tape them on here, and maybe like waterproof them first and then tape them on. Alright, I made these little skegs, keels, whatever you want to call them. Put them like this. I'm just gonna tape them on. When I made it, the nose isn't like perfectly aligned with the hole. It's like cockeyed a little bit, so I think I'm gonna line these up with the nose. So they're gonna be a little bit crooked, or they're gonna look a little bit crooked. Got some hinges and barrel bolt locks. Gonna attach the trap door. I attached the battery box onto the front. Just screwed it down with some screws and washers. I put foam around the battery, and then I just put this little handle on it so you can take it in and out, but it's also a perfect fit. Had to drill a hole for the wires to come in, but at least it's definitely more waterproof than it was just strapped onto the front. I had to mount it a little bit like off to the side just because I wanted it nice and centered. So I centered it on the nose, which is not centered on the hole, but it's fine. I can just have the motor pointed a little bit sideways. Should be fine. I made it! I made it! It's just a trolling motor. It's hard to control. Oh my God, there's a stump right here. There's stumps everywhere. Just spinning.
What?
Just spinning.
I'm back in the water.
It's so fun. Oh my God.
What?
When I turn it up to full blast, it like goes crazy. It's not deep enough, the propeller isn't deep enough in the water. So it like just starts going crazy.
What?
It's actually working pretty good now. I can only have it on like level 3. That's level 4. It starts to like create too much, at level 4 it starts to create too much turbulence because the propeller's not deep enough in the water. Here I come! Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, that's gonna do it for this one. The boat worked pretty good. I mean, it's a little hard to control and to get to go straight. It likes to do circles, but it's really fun. It was way cheaper than $2,000. It was only like less than $300 to build the whole thing, and then the trolling motor I'm gonna use for my canoe anyway. So it's a fun little project. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch me on the next one. Subscribe. Peace.